Hello and welcome to a remake of Navi vs virtus.pro for the ASUS Open 2012 final battle of the year, group stages. It is going to be, like I said, Navi vs virtus.pro, an all-pick match because we have had the draft already and had a remake afterwards. So I am going to be switching overlays very soon because we're just waiting until everybody picked up their heroes. And then we're going to be finally jumping ourselves into the game, hopefully without any pauses. In case you're wondering, wait, ASUS Open, what's going on? Why is this here? Well, this is... Oh god, we have a disconnect. Oh well. Sorry. This is a offline tournament. I say offline because all these teams, all 12 teams that are participating, are indeed in the cyber arena in Kiev, Ukraine. And... yeah, we've got a thing, pause. So yeah, all teams are there. If you're wondering why I'm being awkward about a pause, it's because we've had a lot of pauses. A lot of pauses. We've even had games that were shorter than the pauses that were in the games. Yeah, Santa is rebooting, and I think also who is rebooting there? Light of Heaven? No. It's going to be ASUS that's rebooting. Okay. But this is basically the pre-Starladder event. Next weekend is of course Starladder that's going to be at the same venue. This weekend is the ASUS Open 2012. Show some love to ASUS. I don't know where, but I'm sure they have a Facebook page or something. But they have created a massive tournament with 12 teams, all from Russia, Ukraine, etc. We have got Empire here, virtus.pro, Navi. And on top of that, we have got the debut made by ASUS new team, Netolic TV. And yeah, it should be some good games. This is the third game of the day. There is 2 days for the group stages, both today and tomorrow. 3 games at the same time, 15 games per day. And then on Saturday, there's going to be the quarterfinals and the semifinals, all best out of 3s. Not overlapping, so you don't have to miss anything. And then on Sunday there's going to be the finals as well as the third place decider that's going to be there on that same day. It's going to be actually before the finals, so we're going to follow that one as well, most likely. For all those games, you only have to need one stream, which is mine. I think it's open for more people to cast if they want to, but I'm not sure if they're gonna. That's kind of the question. As we know that, for example, Toby is in Asia right now, Malaysia rather, so he can't cast them. And there's of course Epi, but he is busy casting the defense, and of course he has a full-time job, so he's still working there, so he can't cast today or tomorrow. But maybe in the weekend he will cast some. But we'll find out. We shall find out. For now, it's going to be me, and of course, as I said earlier already, these games are available in Dota TV. If you watched them already, then welcome. Good job, you're watching via Dota TV. But you can use the Starladder Season 4 ticket for this. All the games will be available on that. And because they are available on Dota TV, they are also casted by other casters. So, for example, the games that are not having an official caster do have casters that are casting via Dota TV. The 2 main streams for that, or at least the 2 that I know, is going to be Dota Talk on Twitch TV, as well as Baskip on Twitch TV. So you can check those out if you want to. As yeah, we're still waiting for the pause to end. There is ASUS, of course, still waiting for that. And in case you're wondering why so many pauses, well, there's been a couple of issues with the computers of the players. Of course, it's not their own computers; it's the computers of the cyber arena in Kiev. To be fair, I guess it's a good, well, tryout for Starladder. So I'm not sending people away from my stream. I just want people to know that they have options. That's that. There's so many Russians in this game is because it's a Russian tournament. Sorry, since there is, of course, like I said, it's a LAN event, so there's no delay on my stream, so there's no delay on the chat, so I can see that. And I have actually a tendency to reply a bit more to it if I see stuff that I want to say. Oh my god, he reconnected in! Let's hope. Now we're gonna have the game shortly. Doda? Doda, Santa said. Doda? Sha, says Puppy. Oh my god, I can speak Russian. Okay, ready. Oh my god, is it that time that we're actually gonna see having a game? Go, we're getting cold. Not saying anything though. Good, there we go. I'm waiting for a pause again. Just because I'm... No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So for the people, of course, that are watching the VOD, you didn't see the drafting phase. But we are gonna see Light of Heaven playing the Broodmother. It's gonna be Puppy who's gonna be playing his Enigma. It will be Dandy mid on his Puck. Forrest is gonna be playing the Luna, who is probably gonna go top, but for now is gonna maybe pick up something on the bottom lane. Gonna be going bottom lane because he can? I don't know. The long way around, but he's going to be supported by Arsart on the Jakiro, who's listed here as Cloudy, and nickname he has been going on there for a while now, a week. Oh come on! I will pretend there's no pause. We're going to see Airman playing the Lifestealer. He's going to be the carry for the game. It will be Santa, who is going to be playing the Bat Rider, going to be on the off lane for that. Everybody of virtus.pro in the meantime on this bottom lane. I say bottom lane, but I actually mean Radiant Jungle. We're going to have NS playing the Shadow Demon. We're going to have CRZ playing the Queen of Pain, and it will be KSI playing the Undying. That's the last one up on virtus.pro. As Light of Heaven has to be careful here. Do they already have some... yeah, they have got sentry wards, so they are looking for some action here. There's going to be two people sticking around on that
30 seconds to battle.
On that bottom lane. Looks like I'm kind of curious to see where KSI is going, because of course we know that Batrider can in theory go on a solo lane. We know that KSI on his Undying can go solo lanes. We know that both of these, well, Batrider a bit more than Undying can in theory be. He's just going to ward. Be in the jungle, but it's just going to be KSI warding, and then he's probably going to be moving back again. But oh well, that's going to be their lanes. At least Santa will be top by himself, most likely.
The
with
battle
CRZ
begins.
mid, dual lane bottom, duo slash tri lane, because KSI, I think he's going to be moving back middle again, unless he just wants to help out Santa, which could be the case. I mean, there could be a dual lane there, and that's something that Navi might not be expecting. They have, of course, got a Vorst here with the Jakiro, who's going to be there as well. But you see for now already, you see that Arsart is already on the middle lane, knowing that he can leave his teammate alone for a while. He's going to place a ward and he's going to still be there, but he's going to stick around. And even KSI, he wants to surprise them. Gotta come in from the side. Perhaps. We're going to see how that's going to go. In the meantime, of course, Light of Heaven will be having a tough time. Double damage run up on the Shadow Shaman, able to throw out some more harassment if they see him, which they do, because they have got that sentry ward. Just one hit, and that's just one sentry ward gone. But it will make Light of Heaven a bit more careful, which is maybe the only thing they want to do. And they're going to be going some harassment here. Can they get away? Open wounds. They still see him, and the double damage rune helping out massively here. This might actually be the first blood already. One more hit needed, and that's... Oh, the salve! Light of Heaven dodging a bullet. Double damage rune running out, and that is NS not getting the kill. And that is the start of the game. In the meantime, we also have CRZ taking a lot of harassment from Dandy here on this middle lane.
No.
No. Oh, I actually don't hear the voice acting from Puck all that often, but it's kind of funny. But yeah, CRZ will be okay. Here is in his middle lane. He should be okay, let's put it that way. He has, of course, got a blink at the same time. Dandy should also be just fine here with the phase shift, with the orb. No chance of dying for either. And if someone would die, I'm expecting it would be Queen of Pain because of the silence that Dandy can throw at her if he gets in range. But it's still going to be not an easy job to do, as CRZ, of course, knows his stuff, so he should be just fine. In the meantime, on the top lane, it's going to be, of course, dual lane. Of course, KSI has been spotted out, so he actually is going to move around now, leaving Santa by himself, leaving him to his own devices. Of course, is going to be free farming, semi-free farming here against the Batrider. Yes, the sticky napalm will still be annoying, but it will be doable, and he's just going to wait for the rune. He actually gets an invisibility rune as well. Might actually wait so Queen of Pain can pick it up, because she, of course, has got the bottle brought towards her soon. Or you would expect it to be soon if the courier was actually moving. But it wasn't, so that's a kind of a shame. So we now see Undying picking it up. I think that was a bit of a misplay by CRZ, but he now has the invisibility rune up on Undying. Also already has it out again though, and that's a bit of a shame, but it's one wasted rune, but at least it's not given away towards Navi. Has Light of Heaven. He knows that there's still wards up, but he also knows that that were all the wards that NS had. So he knows that in 3 minutes time, or 1.5 minute time, he will be safe again. So he's just going to be playing careful until he has that. And he even has, no, he doesn't have any last hits just yet. He's just going to be playing it very safe. As oh, silence is there. Where's the orb? No mana for the orb. No cooldown on the orb. Okay. Might have been a dangerous place for CRZ to be, and that's a silence that I mean. I mean, that's something that Dandy can do. If one of these two is going to be getting a first blood, it should be Dandy, but in theory CRZ should be aware of what can happen, so he should be safe there for sure. As Vorst is actually still going to be up against the dual lane here. Seeking Napalm there, he's not having that fun of a time to farm, and of course his support, Arsart, is just pulling creeps constantly, and actually now pulling a single lane, so might be going for a bit of a push afterwards, but we'll find out if that's actually going to be the case. Of course, it's still going to be Santa who's slightly pushing the lane together with KSI with those the Ks and stuff, so they have the luxury to push the lane slightly. As Santa is also going to be trying to get that last hit, and actually went to the creep, so it's going the way of Cloudy, of Arsart, for the experience, as we have got on the bottom lane. Crazy camera work, I know, right? Sentry Ward disappearing, so we do see a lot of evidence of already being a bit more ballsy. He's got 300, almost 400 gold, going of course probably for that soul ring. Has already got the Poorman shield, so he's going to be able to take a bit more hits, as we have, I mean, Airman as well as NS, I mean, they're sharing experience here. They don't want to be leaving them alone in the first blood. Actually hits, oh, the tower. A slight overextension from Dandy, but he does get the first blood. I did say, like, in theory nobody should die, but if someone was going to die, it should be the Queen of Pain, and he indeed did die right there. Dandy still going down to the tower, and that was that, I mean, and it was CRZ that of course dropped there. He is going to be finding Poppy here, landing a scream there, but the Malefice is there, and he's actually forced to blink away from that one with double damage up on Poppy. And of course Island's helping out as well. Looks like they are going to be pushing, and the TP comes towards the top lane from from Dandy. So Poppy might be sticking around here for a bit longer. Maybe they're going to have a slight rotation. The K going through. Dual breath as well. Tombstone is up. KSI now has to think about getting away. There goes the Ice Path and losing beam. KSI will be dropping. Here comes Dandy as well. Who will be going for Santa. Use his ultimate. And Orb. And that's a kill. It's actually the creeps that got the last hit there. But it's still 2 kills going the way of virtus.pro. And that is Dandy getting a successful excursion towards the top lane. And actually him dying worked out great because he got those, he helped getting those 2 kills there. And he will be moving back towards the middle lane. And middle lane, in the meantime, Queen of Pain, of course, got some free time. So managed to get some extra last hits for herself. She's still even now with Dandy, though. Even though Dandy has been in 3 kills so far, CRZ has got the same amount of last hits. Yeah, that's quite interesting to notice. Of course, Dandy already was ahead before he died there. As a Sentry Ward again, new one being placed by NS, already aggressive, making sure that Light of Heaven is going to notice that the Sentry Ward is there, and will be more careful, as Airman is just going to be taking the space that he gets to buy his Hand of Midas at the secret shop. So he will have that, and he will be getting some more experience and gold with that. Of course, we can still compare him to the Luna. We see that last hit-wise, it is Airman that's getting ahead here, compared to a Vorst on his Luna. Luna herself doesn't have that much. It's got herself a Ring of Bacillus, and it's actually going to chase down Santa here. Eclipse being used. Santa trying to get away. He should be safe. That was all the mana of a Vorst God, and no Lucent Beam to help out there. He did have 5 stick charges, but it wouldn't have helped. Santa was away in time, realized something was wrong the moment that a Vorst started running for him, like there was someone else coming as well. But there was a attempt at a solo kill. Not able to do so, as the haste rune is up on Poppy. Has got him.
Be best to style oneself on something less studied than gravity.
Okay. That was a very long sentence coming out of the puck. Holy cow, I didn't know she did that. Dream Coil gets snapped, but that's also going to be saving her life. The K going through now. Dandy is having a lot of trouble here, but he will be away. And also, of course, has got 11 stick charges and his bottle as well. In the meantime, bottom lane, Poppy came here with his haste rune, wanted to try and do something. Disruption on the Spider. TP out from NS, will be safe. Malefice in the meantime up on Airman. TP out was safe, and it will be Navi that will not be getting a kill on this bottom lane. And that was, well, I can say failed gank. Kinda, but it was also, at least nobody of them died. I mean, the other Sentry Ward was baited out there. So that is that, as we have got Santa actually picking him off. Wow! Santa just getting the last hit up on the Luna. The sticky napalms were too much. He didn't even use his lasso for that one. As in the meantime, in the bottom lane, thought something was happening. It was just sitting on top of each other, invisible. It's not fun at all. We have 2 people in mid lane. Poppy hanging around there. with a black hole, and the courier baiting it out. Let's see if Queen of Pain wants to use a blink. Nope, doesn't. Too risky. Would need more than one hit to do this. And they're trying to force out something, trying to force out a fight. But you, of course, have got an S sitting around there as well. Then he's just dodging a tower hit as he wanted to go in there. But so far, no can do. virtus.pro versus Na'Vi. It should be such an even match, and so far it is. I mean, we see what they're trying to do. We see the attempts. Some are working out, some are not. Of course, so far, I mean, virtus.pro definitely started to play a bit more careful, especially in this middle lane since Dandy got those kills. As we do have the tower getting harassed slightly, but Queen of Pain, he just doesn't want to go in, even though he has the advantage of numbers right now, also with KSI coming in. He just doesn't want to risk it. The escape from Dandy will still be there. I mean, if you look at Disable on the side of virtus.pro, what is going to be a Disable there? Yes, there is a disruption, but that is of course a Disable that you can't attack through, so the orb afterwards will still happen. There's also a lasso, but that is basically all the real Disable that there is. A lasso is of course something that at least you can attack through. And if you look at Na'Vi's side, I mean, there's a Dream Coil, there is a Malefice, there is a Ice Path, which is probably the most important one here, and then there's a Black Hole, and there is a Lucent Beam with a mini stun. There is just so much Disable coming off from Na'Vi, or at least, well, not so much, but at least a lot more than there is on virtus.pro, so that is why they have to be fairly careful, and they can't just go in on Dandy to try and pick him off, because they just, if you want to kill off a puck, you have to make sure he can't cast his orb. It's that simple. And cost, oh, there he goes. Wanted to go for lasso, finds more people than he bargained for though. Dream Coil, hits on 3, Sonic Wave going through, also hits on 3. And there's the black hole though from the high ground. Arsart able to get away on 11 HP, still will be going down to the Undying Decay. As now also Poppy gets picked off, but Tanta will pay for that with his life as we see Dandy going for something. Lands his orb, will be able to get himself out of there, should be able to stay alive. 2 for 1, and it's virtus.pro that gets ahead of this fight, of course. That was a good decay, still a lasso, no lasso actually even used. The black hole not able to be enough. And that was, it was a good fight for virtus.pro. Sonic Wave hitting on 3, basically doing most of the damage of everything. And that was, Na'Vi, not sure if they realized there were so many people around there for virtus.pro. But we are at 4 and 4 kills right now, and if we take a look at the gold graph, it is around 500 gold, which is basically nothing at all. Like, really nothing at all, as we have got 3k experience in favor of Na'Vi. They took the later kills, I believe, and of course also have that extra experience that they're getting inside that jungle. And Poppy is there, of course, making a difference. As I'm actually going to switch to network because that's going to be way more important than last hits at night, especially of course since there is a Brute Mother in the game. So Airman's last hits might be a bit overrated because of those pile links, and they don't mean as much, not as much gold. Then he's going to go for Airman. There's a silence. No rage for you, and he gets put in the disruption to help save his life. Will that be enough though? He jumps inside of creep and eats his way out. Should be enough for now. As we have got Dandy still with that haste room, still not ready. Dream Coil, it's on 2. Maybe they're going to go for a Ness instead. A Ness indeed. It's going to be 200 drop here. Dandy still taking a lot of damage and actually goes down. There's Airman that picks up the kill. Light of Heaven backing out from this one. He has to be careful because there is of course that Sentry Ward standing there. Should be really careful there. Cloudy standing around there though. Cloudy being Arsart. God, I keep calling him Cloudy because he has that as a name. Oh well. Arsart standing around there. And a pause! Oh my god. Oh my god, pauses. But yeah, it was a 1-for-1 trade. It's not a very good trade for Na'Vi, of course. I mean, they had got their Puck dying, which is their solo mid. Sorry. And they only got a support Shadow Demon in return for that. And they used a lot of time on that as well. So that is not that that good for them. As we have a go again. Oh, this is a fast go. But we check out net worth also. And Airman on this... wow. Airman on this Lifestealer is very far ahead there. That's of course also because of that Hand of Might. Is just getting that extra gold there. As he's actually had his off cooldown. But where are creeps that he can take down is the question. We have to wait for that, and this is all. Oh, get them then. Get the, thank you. That's one. Always have your Hand of Might as on cooldown, but that's that. And Airman definitely pulling ahead here. Of course, if you look at the entire list, you do see not only Airman high up there, but there's actually 4 heroes up on Na'Vi that are getting the gold more spread than the gold is on virtus.pro. I mean, the gold graph only 500 gold difference is really not that much. Firefly doesn't hit anything. Fire Break, that is. Disruption now to save his life. And S coming in. Here comes KSI as well. Lasso hit upon a force. Taking a lot of damage. Going down. Actually still pops the clip. Not doing anything anymore. The Sonic Wave picks up Poppy as well. And the rotation from virtus.pro is just so fast here. They have all of a sudden 4 heroes on this top lane, with only leaving Airman at the bottom lane, of course. And that was Navi's rotation. They only had 2 heroes here to try and take down 2. And that was them not being in favor. Well, actually, they started out with just trying to take down Santa, of course. But if you're going to try and gank up your opponent so close to a tier 1 tower, you can expect those TPs. And they happened. In the meantime, we have got Arthur here as well, trying to help something out, trying to help his tower, more specifically. Icepat's gonna hit, and actually he's able to push out the tower slightly again. There's still gonna be 4 heroes around here, but we do see them rotating again. Now it's Queen of Pain has got herself some power threads. We've got the urn probably up, up on the Undying, or soon anyway. Santa has got his urn as well, so there's gonna be 2 urns in this game, which is quite surprising. Very surprising, but well, who am I to judge that, to be fair. He is gonna probably be going for Blink Deck, of course. That's CRZ getting silenced up, but not gonna take enough damage, or is he? There is the Blink still possible right now. Yes, there he goes. Malphite still on there though. They're still chasing this, and they're actually turning around now, not wanting to dive past the tier 2 tower, because of course those TPs can just come in any moment. The smoke goes off though. Navi going top, and the pause goes off also. Sorry, go. Okay. These pauses in these games, it is quite bad. As well, if you were here the rest of the day already, you know what I'm talking about. Pauses that last longer than the game itself. It all happened today. It all happened today. Of course, the game itself was 11 minutes, but hey. Who am I to say something about that? Anyway, it looks like we are going to see Navi trying to take this tier 1 tower. They are already ganking up here on the bottom lane. Or bottom lane, I'm saying this is top lane, but below the tier 1 tower, Denny's invisibility is going to run out almost though, and might be running into some people that he doesn't want to see. They do scout him out. It is daytime, so they did still see him, I think, but they are going to be fine. And the exclamation marks are going to be nothing anymore, even though he tries to still check it out with the sticky napalm. But then he's going to be fine. In the meantime, the rest of Navi also not going to push anymore, at least from the looks of it. Puppy, in the meantime, going for a mechanism, almost has his recipes complete, just 315 gold, and he has that one. As we have got still 3 people here on the top lane for virtus.pro, maybe still wanting to take a tier 1 tower there. In the meantime, it's a forest that decides, well, I need to farm somewhere, so let's just be it in the forest. As he has, of course, got his drums, he's got his bacillus going, of course, for his Ring of Aquila. Standard build for any Luna, normally going to go for BKB afterwards. We'll see if that's going to be the case for him as well. In the meantime, Airman, the hero that's been farming most this game, and has even got 1 kill for himself. He has got an armlet, so he has that one as the Blink Dagger is up on Puck. Dandy is going to have a lot of farm right now, if the courier gets it to him, of course. We have seen this before, of course. Dandy likes to get and a Blink Dagger and a Force Staff up on the Puck to just make him super mobile. He's going to be a real menace in fights, not because of his massive amount of right-click damage, but just because he can throw out so much confusion, be everywhere at the same time, and it's just very difficult to deal with. He has got his Blink Dagger now. He's going to find some people in the jungle. virtus.pro, KSI and Santa on the way. They did see him, I think. The sticky napalm still going to check if he sticks around, but he doesn't. Oh my god, sticky napalm to see if someone sticks around. Pun intended. I know, it was a far-fetched one. Didn't even try. But in the meantime, Navi is still going to be taking down the tier 1 tower. Should be fine. Though having said that, open wounds, Light of Heaven, Sentinel being placed down. Are they going to be able to slow him enough? Demonic Purge there as well. He probably will die. There he goes. It's Airman that picks up the kill. And they might be getting a tier 1 tower with that as well, though the TP comes in. It is Dandy who blinks away instantly and gets indeed a kill straight away. Bam, and S, you are dead. No chance of survival. In the meantime, tier 1 tower getting taken down also for virtus.pro. In favor of virtus.pro, that is, but their own tier 2 tower getting some harassment. Their tier 1 already going down. TP support now incoming. Santa doesn't have a Blink Dagger anymore. They're still going to try to catch up with someone, and now that Puppy has got that sticky napalm on him, he is a bit extra slowed, and it's going to be 4 versus 3, and that is not ideal. They need to get to his tower. Run, Puppy! Ice Path, Flame Break. Gonna push them back, and now there they go. Tombstone up, Dual Breath going down. Puppy still on the run. He has, of course, got a black hole up. He's zones around. He gets the black hole up on 2 people, but the damage is just not there, and it is Puppy that drops. Still Santa drops as well. This Bat Rider is now a fourth, gonna try to hide in the jungle, not able to do so. CRZ picking him up with the scream. Now Arside on the run, is being chased down by multiple heroes. Airman coming in here as well. Here comes Dandy though, trying to help out. It is Airman that dies first. Dream Coil hits. And that is actually Arsard landing a nice ice pass up on the Undying. Arsard to get to the K. Here comes CRZ again. We'll probably be getting that kill as we see that that is probably the last one to go down unless KSI is going to be going down. But he'll probably try to do his name justice by being the Undying. And we have got a 2-4-3 trade in favor of virtus.pro. But it could have gotten so much worse for Navi. I mean, the chase was on, and they still lost 3 heroes. I mean, there were 3 heroes there, but they got some kills in return. They got some kills in return. It was a nice fight regardless, and they picked up the life stealer. That was the first time that he died. Airman, first time that he died, and he's dead for the entire duration. He's not buying back actually, so he's losing all this time to for farm, and that's very needed. In the meantime, it's already Luna that's back up again. Did I say that properly, by the way? Because not only because of course, yeah, there was 3 going down, 3 going down, 4 going down. No, 3. I know, I can count. For a second there, I thought that that I didn't count the force going down, but he of course also died there. He's now indeed building towards the BKB, 1k gold in his inventory. Still, as Puck finds himself, and he's gonna be very sad soon though, unless Denny's gonna chase this around. No, he's not. Doesn't have a 4-stop yet, just his blink tag, and has to actually be careful because here comes support squad. It is KSI, oh, blink in, CRZ, and there's a nice phase shift to dodge out on something, but it was just the right click that he dodged out, and there's going to be support for him again with with Cloudy coming in as well as the force. Soulcatcher lands on there, the Demonic Purge also up on there. Ice Pat not going to hit, but that's still going to hit now as it is Puck that picks up an S, and now KSI trying to do what he can, as in the meantime Dandy still goes down, but KSI is going to pay for that one. CRZ is going to get help from Santa here. Flame Ray going through Poppy, mechanism being used, gets put in the lasso. CRZ locked inside an Ice Pat. Arsad will be going down there though. Santa picking up the kill, and it's Poppy that he now chases down. Earn charge up on there. Flame Break going through as well. Poppy, no chance of survival for him, I think. Nope, and there he goes. Double kill for Santa. And again, it is 3-4-2. This time, however, it is Lifestealer that wasn't there in the fight. It is Lifestealer that was able to pick up the gold for the tier 1 tower that goes down. Light of Heaven stuck around here. Of course, he's been here the entire time, basically. And so it was still... this was actually an even fight, 4 versus 4. But it was still, this time again, going towards the way of virtus.pro. The only thing they can be happy about is I think that Avors didn't die this time, which is of course always good, and he now picked up his Minthra Hammer, just needs 1k gold for the recipe, and then he is set for the BKB, and then we might see Navi going for a bit of split pushing, because of course they have the lineup for that. They definitely do. BKB already complete upon Queen of Pain, so CRZ going for that one first. I mean, those silences are just death for Queen of Pain. She can't blink, she can't scream, she can't Sonic Wave, she can't do anything. So she doesn't want to get silenced. Fair enough, get a BKB. She did. Happy times. The only thing that she still, of course, is going to be in is the black hole. In the meantime, it's going to be KSI is going to find Light of Heaven, or vice versa, because Light of Heaven is, of course, still important. Oh, the dust. Get the spider legs! Oh my god! Light of Heaven himself, of course, already backing out from there. He managed to finish up his Yasha, so I might be going for a Manta Style first, though we have seen Broodmothers. Oh, Arsar should be able to TP out fine. Yeah. We have seen Broodmothers that go for Yasha and then still go for an Orchid, but it will all depend on what kind of play style they have and what kind of role they attempt to play. As the last two, they find Light of Heaven, and he's trying to get away. The dust is being popped though, the Demonic Purge there as well. I think he's gonna go down again. Second time this game, and it's this time KSI that picks up the kill, and now virtus.pro looking to go for the Roshan. They should be able to do this quite safely, even though there is a black hole again up on Puppy, and we do see some people moving towards here, with Arsart going there as well as Puppy. Is it going to be in time though? TP in from a force. They want to fight this. Also Dendy coming in. The Roshan is already dead though. And the Aegis will be picked up by CRZ on Queen of Pain, and instantly we see everybody on the minimap blinking out again or going away again. So they were just a bit too late with that one. They do of course have the ward up here, so they did see everything that was going on there. In the meantime, Santa has finished up his Blink Dagger, which of course was used to take down Light of Heaven just a moment ago. We have got the Vitality booster up on the Undying. Probably going for a Vanguard later on, maybe going for a Pipe first or something like that. But we've seen Undyings before having a casual Vitality booster later turn into a Vanguard. We'll find out what he does, as Dendy finds himself up against Airman right now. He's going to be finding himself up against a lot more heroes soon though, with of course Batrider Lasso again in 19 seconds. KSI hanging around there as well, and Dendy actually backing off, knowing that he would be at risk here. He picked up his ultimate orb, so going for a Sheepstick probably first, or maybe even yeah, maybe even a Lincoln's if he doesn't want to be put out of play by that lasso. But I'm expecting a Sheepstick. We'll find out sooner or later though. As in the meantime, take a quick look at the gold graph, because I haven't done that much, because the game feels even. That's because it is even. I mean, the last fight was won by virtus.pro, and that shows it is 4k gold in their favor. They have also got all the tier 1 towers down on the side of Na'Vi, while there's still one tier 1 tower standing on the side of virtus.pro. If we take a look at the experience graph also, I mean, last fight taken by virtus.pro, that's just the way it goes. Oh, Blinken, trying to find someone, finds Puppy. Open wounds also, Puppy going down before it can do anything. And that is a quick pick of 5 heroes of virtus.pro in this bottom lane. And they are looking for blood on the tier 2 tower, but they're gonna be sad because tier 2 towers don't bleed. Okay, I make super bad jokes today. It's so sad. Oh well. But that is 5 people deployed from virtus.pro to just decide, you know what? We're ahead right now, even though not by much, but they don't know that. But let's just go and see how far we can get if we start pushing 5 men. Ice Path going through, it's an airman. And they're gonna see if they're gonna try to do something against it. I mean, there's no fortification, and the tower is already dead. Tower is already dead. Barracks are next. It's 22 minutes into this game. Ice Path gonna go through. Here comes Light of Heaven as well. TP in from the forest. TRZ gonna try to do what he can. Will he beat Eclipse? Lunar beam first. Blink in. Lasso. No, Eclipse. Santa dead already. First one to go down. Now Black Hole catches on 2. Is there damage to go through though? They need damage. Necropyre is on the other side. The buyback happened from Light of Heaven, no doubt. Cloudy will be able to TP out of that one, as it's KSI that's just wreaking havoc with that tombstone there. Barracks will still drop. 23 minutes in the game. Denny trying to do what he can, but so far not successful. Vor's trying to get away. He's already very low on HP. Has that Earn Charge up on him as well. And this will be virtus.pro taking another team fight this time, however. This time, they take a team fight and they take a barracks. And that is 23 minutes in the game, and that's going to cause Na'Vi a lot of troubles. The only good thing about this is for Na'Vi, I mean, normally you like have the obligation to, okay, you have got the barracks down, so that means that you kind of have to deploy someone constantly on the lane to try and stop that from pushing in. But they've got a Broodmother, so they already have someone that's doing that constantly. So that, in theory, is actually not, it's not that bad of that much of a bad thing. The only real bad thing that we should notice right now is that the creeps on this lane only give half the gold, and that will put Light of Heaven at a bit of a bad spot, because he kind of wants that gold. He kind of needs that gold. Lasso up on Dandy, and he's going to try to get away with it, but the Ice Path hits Osana. Dandy will be fine. Now Cloudy, Arsad going to try to make sure that his team escapes, lands a Necropyre, but that's going to be it. It's only Arsad that gets away, or that dies, but Dandy gets away, as well as Light of Heaven. But again, the defense is there. 5 heroes of virtus.pro were there. Every single one of them. Well, I guess, I mean, our airman, he was there. He actually picked up a Desolator, by the way. We already saw that earlier on. He picked up a Reaver as well, going for a heart. The Vanguard of KSI is indeed complete. And other than that, we have got the Bedrider building towards the BKB as well. And the 4-step being built up on Ness. So those are the items for them. And they're just going to go 5-man Dota bottom lane again. That's what they want. It's what they were successful at previously. So why not just continue doing it? I mean, they want to fight and got the barracks. As long as they can do that, then they're fine. Range barracks got picked off. Is all they came for. They back out again. Next lane is going to probably be top lane, as we already have TRZ TP in there. In the meantime, the tier 2 tower middle got picked off, so that's of course still a tower going the way of Na'Vi, getting some extra gold for themselves. They kind of need it also. As we're going to have Puppy going towards the top lane as well. He has finished up his mechanism. Let's see if we can find some more items up on the rest. We have indeed got the BKB ready on Luna, and of course the Yasha there as well. And she actually didn't finish up her Ring of Aquila, so that's quite interesting to notice. That's normally the normal path that Lunas take, but okay, it's fair enough. We're going to see the Light of Heaven, its illusions. They find that out now as well. Light of Heaven himself still doesn't have anything else since the Yasha that we saw him with last. Dendy, in the meantime, he is indeed going for that Sheepstick. Just needs the Mystic Staff. It's very far away from that, however, needs a bit more farm. And actually, I mean, Puck normally, he doesn't get his farm that much from creeps. He gets it from those kills, and he's gonna try to go for a TRZ. Wow, Puck is BKB blinking himself away. The orb will still make sure that Puck is gonna be there. Right clicks to go, and Vorce is gonna be able to do something too. The blink is gonna be there again, but it's too late. It's Dendy that picks up the kill on TRZ, and that's what I said. I mean, okay, he does it straight away. So I wanted to say, like, Pucks normally don't get their gold from most creeps. They just get them from taking kills and taking fights, because he's like a mid-game hero mostly. So, but he does get the kill, so he does get the gold. 800 gold now up on him, as in the meantime their tier 2 tower is getting pressured. They won't be trying to defend it though, as Airman that picks up the kill, as if he didn't have enough gold, already has a heart. He is so hard to kill though. Like, he's only died once. That was that one time that we saw him going down on the top lane. As we have a Vorst in the meantime also on the top lane, gonna try to BKB TP out. Should be able to do so. There's no last two. It is just used already, so that is gonna be him able to TP out. Having to use a BKB charge for that though. But he'll be happy to do that as the airman. Oh, looking for Puppy Ice Path. Is it gonna be in time? No, no, no. Puppy will die. And the rage actually lasts longer. I mean, the rage that he has right now, Airman, has got a 6-second rage, which is basically longer than the second shortest BKB. So he has just got a BKB. Can assume that one. And the Ice Path was just laid down a bit too early. Though if it would have been put down later, it would be still not good enough because. I mean, by the time that the rage ran out, Puppy was already dead. So, a bit too fast. But we're gonna see. I mean, virtus.pro, they're gonna do it again in mid lane. Of course, for Navi's case, to just postpone long enough until Vorst gets big enough on his Luna. Oh, blink in, they want to go in, and NS might already be dead before the fight starts. Nope. Puppy didn't want to be there anymore, and the Urn Charge gets used for that one. Rage actually, actually already picked up there. And we still want to go though. Even if NS is so low, they smoke up. There is a Tranquil Boots helping out. Ice Pass up on Airman. Spawns Spinelings as well. Doesn't want to use the rage just yet. 5 heroes hanging around. 5 heroes hanging around for Navi as well. And if they get these barracks as well, I mean that will be very bad for Navi. I mean the gold graph is spiking upwards. It started off as an even game, but now for now it's no longer even. It's going towards a 10k in gold. It's around 5k in experience, which is really both of those not that much, but it's still too much. Open wounds up on Light of Heaven. Ice Path's gonna go through, but the rage is up, but the BKB is still there. It's on 2. Necropire over the top. The black hole got interrupted. Puppy trying to get himself away, won't be able to do so. Will be going down here as on the side. It is still the Broodmother that also drops. Sonic Wave goes through, and it's still only 2 dead. There's 3, and that's gonna be ASUS going down as Zendy's trying to get himself away. He drops out from a decay, but he will still be dying from that right click from CRZ as the only one left alive. So the one that bought back, it is Vorst, it is Arsar. They're gonna try to do what they can, try to defend it. There's only 1 death on virtus.pro though. It is Santa that dropped there. Open wounds up on a Vorst. Also a Soul Kaiser there, and he's already dead, and he just bought back, and the GG gets called. virtus.pro on their winning streak still haven't dropped a game in weeks. Then we're gonna see them continuing their streak as they now take the #1 position in the group stages of the ASUS Open 2012. And that's gonna be tough to take for Navi, of course. But it's only group stages. They have plenty of time to prepare. I know that we know that the Navi hasn't practiced in a long time, scrimmed in a long time, at least not steadily, I should say, not consistently. But they have these kind of tournaments. We have seen them do it before. Oh, they dropped a game yesterday? Oh, shame on me. Well, virtus.pro dropped a game. Oh, that goes nice to me. That's stupid. But anyway, we know Navi. They grow in those kind of tournaments. And we have seen them grow in these kind of tournaments. I mean, I think we all remember the International 2 in the group stages. They were really not doing all that well, but they managed to get through it anyway. So, no hope lost for all you Navi fans out there, but we're going to see virtus.pro on top of the group stages. This was the last game for Group A today. There's going to be 2 games for Group B. It's going to be Empire versus HM, and then Empire versus IC Cup. Stick around for those. Tomorrow, we're going to see Navi again in the remaining 2 group stages matches that are going to be happening there. Anyway, don't go anywhere. Some more Dota 2 coming up right on this channel. Stick around.